Fox News contributor Tulsi Gabbard joins me now. So you just heard Peter Doocy say the White House, the campaign's fundraising off of Democrats convicting their rival. Fundraising, Tulsi.
Yeah, so much for the rule of law, Jesse. I think this is adding insult to injury to the seriousness of what the Biden-Harris administration, the Democrat elite, are doing to destroy our country, to destroy our democracy, to undermine the rule of law. And my hope is that the people who are watching this, the American people who are watching this, are understanding that this is a very serious wake-up call, that the consequences of this extend far beyond this case, this verdict, even Donald Trump. President Biden is guilty of turning our country into a banana republic. What does that mean for you and me and every American? That means we have to now think twice before challenging or opposing or criticizing the political party that's in power without being concerned about how they may now use the levers of the Department of Justice and law enforcement to then come after us. That's the serious issue that's at stake here. And the only way that we save our democracy and reverse the damage that's already been done is when every single one of us as Americans, Democrats, Republicans, independents, libertarians, we take it upon ourselves to choose freedom, to save our country, save our democracy, and punish President Biden and his administration, those who are abusing their power on November 5th, and vote for Donald Trump.
You're right. It's been a pattern about punishment. If you tried to open a salon during the pandemic, they arrested you. If you tried to say something during the pandemic, they censored you. And now Republicans aren't safe in New York. I mean, a lot of New Yorkers aren't safe in New York, but now the Republican nominee for president who lives here, used to, still has a place here, isn't safe in the city he was born in from political persecution. You say there needs to be accountability. What will that look like if Donald Trump wins re-election?
Well, the accountability, first of all, is making sure that they recognize and that we send this strong message to anyone who dares to do what Joe Biden, the Democrat elite, are doing, is that we, the people, are not going to stand for it. President Trump gets elected in this election. We send this strong message to the American people, and there needs to be a wholesale cleaning of house within these institutions to root out the corruption and the deep state and those who care more about their power than they actually do about our Constitution and our freedom. This is the beauty of our democratic republic. Our founders were so wise in placing the power in our hands to send this strong message, to punish those who abuse their power and send them packing. So it's on us to take action to do that in this November.
They're willing to destroy the rule of law to cling to power. Why? What is it about power and the Democrats that's so life and death?
It's all they care about, Jesse. This is yet another example of how they care for themselves, their position, their title, fame, attention, whatever, all of these trinkets and the facade and the trappings that come with their position as power. And they're so terrified to lose it that they recognize that a free people in a free society, in a free country with the freedom to think for ourselves and cast our votes for who we want to be our president, commander-in-chief, we are the greatest threat to their power. Donald Trump is the greatest threat to their power, which is why they are willing to do anything and everything in order to try to stop him, and even more importantly, to take away our freedom. That's really what's at stake here, and why we cannot allow this to happen.
No, we can't, and we won't. Tulsi Gabbard, thank you as always. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.